Good evening, one and all. I hope I am audible. Today, we have joined to be the part of third day of our 7-day National Level Online Faculty Development Program organized by PG Department of Commerce and IQAC of AIMS in association with Kerala State Higher Education Council. Our program is designed to ignite curiosity and foster growth and offer dynamic journey through various areas tailored to meet individual learning and teaching styles. Today, we are here to explore the role of artificial intelligence in teaching with the expertise of Dr. Smiju IS, Assistant Professor in Information Systems, QUISAT. To begin with the blessings of Almighty, I welcome Miss Gayatri of 2nd BCom Finance for the prayer.
मैत्रीं भजत अखिलहृजित्रीं मैत्रीं भजत अखिलहृजित्रीम् आत्मवदेव परानपि पश्यत आत्मवदेव परानपि पश्यत युद्धं त्यजत स्पर्धां त्यजत युद्धं त्यजत स्पर्धां त्यजत त्यजत परीक्षं क्रममां क्रमणं मैत्रीं भजत अखिलहृजित्रीं मैत्रीं भजत अखिलहृजित्रीम्.
Thank you, Gayatri, for your beautiful prayer. To graciously welcome all, I invite Mr. Anil Kumar MS, Assistant Professor, PG Department of Commerce. Sir, please.
Thank you. Hope I'm audible. Good evening, distinguished guests, participants, and esteemed speaker. Welcome to our virtual gathering for this insightful online faculty development program on the topic role of AI tools in teaching. In the digital realm, we transcend geographical boundaries to share knowledge and foster collaboration. Today's discussions promise to be enlightening, and I encourage everyone to actively engage and make the most of this virtual learning experience. First of all, I would like to welcome Dr. Smiju IS, our most respected resource person of the day. Dr. Smiju Sudevan is currently working as an assistant professor in information systems at the School of Management Studies, QUISAT. He also holds the position of assistant director of the Center of Development of E-Content, that is CEDEC in QUISAT. He has 17 years of professional experience in teaching information systems at the university level in both national and international colleges like BITS Pilani and MCBS Oman. He has over 2 years of work experience in UST Global as a senior executive. He holds an MTech in software engineering and a PhD in software project management from QUSAT. The main research areas of his interest are software engineering and software project management, with an emphasis on stockholders management along with agile methodologies and artificial intelligence. He has completed his postdoc from the India Institute of Technology IIT, Hyderabad, while working as the project manager for the Suzuki V2X project. He is a member of PMI, Scrum Alliance, ACM, and IEEE, and a lot more. I, on behalf of everyone present here, wholeheartedly welcome you, sir. Welcome. Next, I would like to welcome Reverend Dr. Lino Imati, Assistant Director of IMS, as well as our constant supporter who is here to deliver the message. Welcome, Father.
Thank you.
Next, thank you. Next, I welcome Dr. Matilda Danny, Head of the Department of Commerce, our inspiration and motivator. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Next, it's my pleasure to welcome Ms. Sabita R, Assistant Professor, IMS, who is going to propose the vote of thanks today. Welcome you, ma'am. Finally, I would like to welcome all my fellow colleagues and other participants from various colleges and institutions. Thank you for joining us, and let's embark on a journey of shared knowledge and discovery. Once again, welcome you all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now, I welcome Reverend Dr. Lino Imati, Assistant Director of AIMS, for the official message. Father, please.
Thank you. Distinguished dignitaries and esteemed participants, it's an honor to address such an esteemed gathering. Good evening, everyone. Our esteemed resource person, Dr. Smiju IS, the Assistant Professor of CUSAT, the Mr. Anil Kumar MS, and Mrs. Shaimli KS, the Assistant Professors, the PG Department of Commerce. First of all, let me congratulate Dr. Matilda Dani, HOD, and faculty members of Commerce Department for organizing a 7-day national level online faculty development program on AI in teaching and research in line with NEP in association with the Kerala State Higher Education Council. AI tools play a significant role in teaching by enhancing the learning experience through personalized, adaptive, and interactive methods. Some key roles of AI tools in teaching include personalized learning, then virtual teaching assistants. The AI powered chatbots and virtual teaching assistants can answer students' questions, provide additional explanations, and offer learning support, promoting continuous engagement and learning outside the classroom. Overall, AI tools have the potential to revolutionize teaching by making education more personalized, adaptive, and effective, ultimately empowering both students and educators in the learning process. Once again, I extend my best wishes to everyone participating this 7-day national level online faculty development program. Thank you.
Thank you, Father. Now, please join me to welcome our resource person, Dr. Smiju IS, to handle the session on role of artificial intelligence in teaching. Sir, we are delighted to listen to you. You can take over the platform.
Very good evening to all. Hope I'm audible. I'm audible now.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
yes, yes. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, thank you so much for giving an opportunity to deliver this session. And already, Father is mentioning about the importance of this topic. The next 1 hour, we may be discussing about the role of artificial intelligence in teaching. Prior to that, I just want to introduce myself. I'm Dr. Smiju, presently working as a faculty in information system at School of Management Studies, QSAT. I hope all the audience are from Kerala. Is it any non-Keralites here? Audience, anyone from outside Kerala? Um, Organizers, any outside Keralites are here so that you know
Mostly are from Kerala
Kerala.
only, sir.
Okay,
No,
okay.
sir, no outside participants. All are from Kerala
All
and
are from
Tamil
Kerala.
Nadu.
Oh, from Tamil Nadu also. Okay,
Okay.
and yeah, the different maybe a cross-functional teams, right? People may be having a different specialization areas.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. 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 I just share my screen and then we'll start the session. Hope everyone can see the screen.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Uh, Very good evening to all. Good evening, everyone. See, this is the as part of the faculty development program. The today's session topic is the role of artificial intelligence tools in teaching. The thing is, now we are living in a world of industry revolution 5.0, because the thing is also the as part of the national education policy NEP. Now everything we want already. The father also mentioned in his addressing speech the importance of the change as well as the engaging the people, and also the digital transformation in each and every area. There is a digital transformation happening, especially after the post COVID. There is a lot of drastic change is there in our education sector. So today, these sessions for the next 1 hour, we may be discussing about the basics of AI, and also why the AI is talking about in the current scenario. Um, I think there is some noises I'm getting. Can you just put a mute for all
Dear,
the audience?
dear participants, kindly mute your mics.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you all. Yes. See, just to start with the change happening in the current scenarios. We were, now we are living in a world of industry revolution 5.0. You may be knowing about the transitions in the industry revolution. We started from steam engine in 1.0. When the steam engine introduced, I hope all of you know about while you are watching the black and white movie and all, the people, they want to transport some of the goods or some items they want to transport from one place to another place. They were using either human support or animal support on those days. But after that, once the steam engine introduced, the people, they can transport the item, or especially the industry, they can move the goods and items from one place to another place. That was one of the biggest revolution happening in industry side. That's why industry 1.0, we are talking about the steam engine is introduced at that time. And then there is gradually there is a 2.0, that is when electricity comes. When the electricity comes, almost all the manufacturing sectors and different companies, they started using the electricity, and that was the second industry revolution. And when we started in our school days and college days, we just shifted in 90s and all. There is a 3.0, industry revolution 3.0 is there. That is internet, the internet world. Once the internet comes, the drastic changes. The people, they can do the business, and the people can do the business in anywhere all the world. No need to sit at one place. They can do by using e-commerce and all. So the same way the teachers and students, after introducing the internet, the teachers can deliver the session from one place to another place, and no need to come in one way. That was the biggest revolution. That is industry 3.0. And you see here after that 2003, 2004 onwards, there is a GPT technologies comes, especially in, now, for example, the COVID time. During the COVID time, we may be going through this GPT time, general purpose technology. I hope you may be knowing about Industry 4.0. Now we are talking about in our topic also, there is an artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, augmented reality, virtual reality. Those some of the technological trends and terms, these are called the GPT, general purpose technology. All these things comes in the Industry 4.0. And now you see here, what we can say that gradually we are shifting from Industry 4.0 to Industry 5.0, because the AI and ML is everywhere now. And because of this, a lot of changes in each and every area, and especially the digital transformation is happening in all the sectors, in the transportation sector, education sector, financial sector, agriculture, each and every domain, there is a drastic transformation is there in the digital mode of transformation that is happening because of the Industry 4.0. Now we are shifting from Industry 4.0 to Industry 5.0. What Industry 5.0 is talking about is the human and robot collaborations. That means the human with the AI. We want to work with AI. People may be afraid, in the 4.0, the people, especially the human being, may replace because of the artificial intelligence and all. But now I can say that the people can work together with AI, so that the people can work together with robotics. Then only we can survey. So that is the things in Industry 5.0 is concentrating. That means the human robot collaboration, as well as some of the terms sustainability, then green initiatives, then the climate change situation. So all these things will come under the Industry 5.0. Now the next few years we may be focusing about Industry 5.0. Now we are in progress of Industry 5.0. So this is the transformation happening in the last few years. My dear participants, we just want to know about, you see here, as a teacher, most of our audience are the academicians and faculties. The very important thing in the current scenario, now we are in the 20th century, especially the main thing, the change happening in each and every day. Whatever happened yesterday and what going to happen today is entirely different in the digital world. Lot of things is happening in the current scenario. So as an academician or as a teacher, the first things we need to have a mindset to adopt those changes. If you have an adapting these changes, then only the next few years, we as a teacher or an academician, we can survive and we can deliver a very interactive teaching or very interactive, engaging lessons to our students. If you are not adopting this digital transformation, or if you are not adopting these type of changes happening in the industry revolution path, then we also will be out from the race. Because, You see here some of the case scenarios when you take it. In 2015 or 2012, we started using our mobile phone. I hope all of you remember those things. We are using with the Nokia phones, with the keypad. And now there is this Nokia. There is Nokia is no more. And you see here, there is a, each and every day there is a change because the people who were, they are not adopting these, those digital check, the transformation, those people, we cannot survive in the business area or any domain. Especially the teaching as well as any type of business sectors also, it's very difficult. So that is very important. As this is the first thing I just want to communicate to all the academicians. We need to have a mindset to accept and adopt the change happening in the educational sector. If you are stick on with the old way of methodology of teaching, then the people will gradually moving from. You see here in the last few years of research, when you take it, a lot of our students are moving from here to from our state to other countries because there these who were countries they are adopting with those type of digital transformations and engaging way of teaching. The students will more attracted and they will find and they will go there. So that is a very important part. So before starting the sessions, the role of AI, before talking about the role of AI, as a teacher, the first thing is we need to have a mindset to accept these changes. Now, see here, these are the two things is exponentially changing around us. We may be knowing there are two things are gradually changing for the last few years for us. One thing is computing speed and second one is data creation. The computing speed and data creation, our generations, like what we are sitting here, our generation faced then one of the pandemic on 2019. You remember 2019, we had faced a pandemic for COVID-19. You see this during the COVID-19, there is a lot of drastic change happening in the global world. As a teaching fraternity, we know we didn't expect these things before the COVID. Actually, up to 2018, I think, for example, our institutions like Uvakshetra or IQAC and all the institutions we didn't expect that we can deliver a lecture like this in online mode to the faculties located in a different places. You see here, because of one small COVID virus comes, the whole world is transformed into the e-learning and e-commerce and Google Meet, then these Skype or Teams. So the different platforms we just adopted and we started delivering the lectures through an online mode. See, this is the very huge transformations happening in after the post-COVID. So just to try to understand, there are two important things is exponentially changing us. The first one is called the computing speed, and second one is called the data creation. You can see this picture. This is the first one is a mainframe computer. In 90s that time, this used for when you want to do some computing, we need to have a very big ASCII computers. We have to keep it, and if you're having a lot of storage space, and the one big room is required to keep a particular mission. And also only the computing power will be very less. But you see here now in 2024, people started using here Vision Pro. Some of you guys, you may be knowing about the Vision Pro, what are the advantages because of this AI and all, and augmented reality. Because see, whatever we want to get it, we now in the 21st century, we are expecting within a second we want to get it. For example, you are getting a WhatsApp message in your mobile phone, and if sometimes when you click a particular video or a particular message in your mobile phone, if you have a 2 seconds that message is rotating, the people will become violent because we don't have a patience to pop up that thing. That is very important. The computing speed is one of the exponential drastic change for important things in our human day-to-day life. So this is the change. And the second one is called the data creation. Why I'm talking about the data creation? Now you see in the whole world, the richest millionaires or the person, if you take it, the 5 richest millionaires of the world, those people who were having the huge amount of data who were holding, those people are become the millionaire or trillionaire in the world. These Tesla or in a Google or in Yahoo or a Facebook. See, these people are become the world richest or millionaires in the world. The reason is because after this post-COVID time, these people are holding the huge amount of data in their cloud. So the data is also very important. You see here, for example, take an example of while you were using 5 years back. I'm just talking about the pre-COVID and post-COVID. Before the COVID, you remember when we are copying a particular file, we used for a CD drive or a floppy drive with 1.44 MB or a 720 MB storage, we may be copying with a flash drive or a CD drive. But now you see here in your Gmail is giving 15 GB and 25 GB. Still you are telling it's not sufficient. In your mobile phone is giving 128 GB or a 64 GB, but still you will tell it's not sufficient to keep all your records in your phone. So that is the way the data is important, because each and every second we are processing huge amount of data. So these two things is exponentially changing around us. Try to understand computing speed and data is very, very important. So in now the next few years, who are holding this, the data, those people are going to become the world they will control. And you see here, this take an example. I just want to give one simple example, and through that we can move towards the artificial intelligence side. See, the data when added into the computational power created digital revolution. When you are talking about this data into the computational power, that will create a huge revolution. Take a simple example of Uber. You know the Uber taxi service. Take a simple case scenario of Uber taxi service or a GPay. I'm talking about these two cases, Google Pay and also there is an Uber taxi. These two small mobile applications, it's transformed us in a huge, and the impact of these two applications is too high, and that impacted our day-to-day life in a very much. For example, take an example of Uber. You see here in Uber, there is a small mobile app. After this Uber app comes, when we talk about the Uber app, we may be thinking we can use it for a transportation purpose. How it will affect the economy of our state and economy of our place. This small app, for example, employees working in an info park or a tidal park in Chennai or in techno park in Trivandrum. I'm just taking an example. So these people who are working in a techno park or an info park in Cochin, see, these people, they have after introducing the Uber, they no need to stay at the city area. The people are starting from outskirts of the city. For example, the people are starting from, the Angamali or in, the outskirts of Cochin city. For example, Kerala, I'm talking about Ernakulam side. You see here, the thing is people started moving outside the city and they can easily day to day, they can come and go because of there is a small mobile application. So what happened when you are moving, the people who are having and working employees, they are moving from city to the urban side. Automatically, there will be a supermarket, hypermarket, and theater. Everything will come in their area also. Gradually, all this area will expand it. Now, you see, take an example of Kochi itself. The Cochin city is expanded up to Cherthala, and the Kochi city is expanded up to Angamali. The reason is because of this type of digital revolution. The same way, I just want to give another simple example of, the GPay. You see here, before COVID, we remember we may be afraid to use this type of digital payment. We are afraid, we are telling, no, we don't want to use this mobile banking and all because our money you will lose, or money somebody will hack and all. But now you see, you can go, the people, our young generation, they are moving without taking a wallet. Only the mobile phone, they can go from here, Kerala to US and come back. That is the way the digital transformation is there. So understand the importance of the data is added into the computational power that creates a huge digital revolution. When you talk about these digital revolutions, always the first thing, the first buzzword when our mind it will come for an artificial intelligence. Because AI is the buzzword in the current scenario. In artificial intelligence is everywhere, each and every domain now we are using artificial intelligence. What is an artificial intelligence means you may be knowing about, that is an ability of machine to replicate the human cognitive function such as learning, reasoning, and decision making. Same like a human being, we are a human being, we know we have some abilities like we can learn something new, we can reasoning, we can listen something, and also we can make a proper decision making. So all those things we can do by the support of artificial intelligence. So you see here, when we talk about AI, there are two other terms also we need to discuss. See, these are the other two terms you may be knowing about. There is an AI is a very big umbrella. When you talk about AI, there is another two term is called the machine learning and deep learning. So the AI is a big umbrella, and under the AI, there is an ML and deep learning will come. You see here, machine learning means it's a statistical tool to explore and analyzing the data. When you want to give some instructions or when you want to give some information to your machine, you may be inputting a lot of data into the machine, right? So those data, we will keep it into the machine. Once you are inputting those data into the machine, we need to analyze this data and we need to do something with a statistical way of analysis. So that is the way in now in 21st century, all these people, we need to have some basic idea about the mathematics. The maths also, because we are going to the world of artificial intelligence. So that's the reason now the Indians, we are, when we are talking about the whole global world, the Indians are topmost positions. They are still there because our base in math is very good. Because when you talk about this analysis or, machine learning or artificial intelligence, some of the basic mathematical skill is very, very important. So the statistical tools is used to explore and analyzing this data by use of machine learning. And then when you talk about there is a deep learning, there is another part of AI is called deep learning. Deep learning means same like a human being. We have a lot of, the neurons. Our body is connected with a lot of neurons, right? The same way the machine is also connected with a lot of neural networks. And that will mimic same like a human brain. So whenever we want to make a lot of, decisions or a lot of predictions, sometimes you want to make a forecasting and all. Same like, for example, now you take an example. See, just 5 minutes back, the power for a failure, and immediately the father, how he transformed from that moment, how he come up with the situations, how he tackled. See, that is a human intelligence. You see, immediately he came and he just restarted and he came and told because of the power failure. This is the things only the human beings we can make it. So the same way nowadays the machines also can make because of the same like a human being. We have a lot of neurons is connected in each other. So that is called the deep learning. So try to understand there is when you talk about artificial intelligence, these two terms also very, very important. There is a machine learning concept as well as a deep learning. And you see here when you talk about the AI started, it's a very old concept. In AI started in 1956 onwards AI is there. And 2002 onwards, there are a lot of applications AI started using. But only this AI has become very popular. And now you see in a different platform, different area of specialization, people also started talking about AI. In each and every domain or each and every sector, the national education policy also talking about AI is one of the very important buzzwords in the current scenario now. Why the reason? Because of this post-COVID. Do you know why? Because why I'm talking about this history is this term and concept of artificial intelligence is there from 1956. It's become popular only after 2019. Do you know what is the reason? Anyone? It was a very old concept, but now only it's become very popular. Just any guess you can make it from the audience side? Why it's become very popular only after the post-COVID?
The way
More
of
use
teaching
of
has been
technology.
changed.
The way of, can you repeat, ma'am?
The way of traditional teaching has been changed,
Okay,
and
very nice.
students and teachers depend upon new methodologies for teaching.
Okay, very nice, very nice. Any other guess from the audience side? Very good.
Online teaching methods by using the technology.
Online teaching methods to using the technology. Very good. Okay. Any more guess?
Physical interaction is not possible during COVID.
Can you repeat, sir? I didn't get you the. Can you repeat it?
Physical interaction is not possible due to COVID.
Physical. Oh, okay, okay, okay. That's the reason we just started. It's become very popular nowadays. Very good guess. Okay. Any other guess? Any other answers? Very
We
good.
have
Very
to
nice.
adapt to
Yeah. Yes.
technological changes.
Adapting the
We have to
technological
adapt
changes. Yes,
to
ma'am. Yes,
changes.
that's very, yes, sir. That is very important. Adapting the changes already I mentioned because as a teaching fraternity, we need to have one of the very important things. We need to have a mindset to set about this change. We need to accept and adapt it. Why? My question is why this become very popular? Because this artificial intelligence is a computer science, one of the subject who were studied in a bachelor degree in computer science. Those students they studied from 1990 onwards. They are studying this subject. But that in this term is it is not popular. It's become only popular after the COVID because the reason is during the COVID the whole world is sitting inside the internet. When you are the world is using the addicted with the technology. That time the whole world was. Do you remember we were sitting using with the we are like we the people up to 2019 we are teaching our children. As a teacher, we are teaching our children in science and all. We cannot live without water. We cannot live without food, and we cannot live without air and all. But during the COVID, we the thing is changed. If you want, we can live without food and we can live without water, but we cannot live without internet or a mobile phone and technology. See, because of this internet and technology, the whole world is using internet. Through that, there is a huge amount of data is processed. And the scientists and researchers, they expected something will happen only on 2040. Those things is immediately happened in 2019 and 2020 because of those type of a huge amount of data they got in the cloud. So once if you have a data in the cloud, you see here as a researchers, as a teachers, we know when you want to have a proper analysis, you want to make it, you need to have a lot of sample data. If you have a huge sample data is there your analysis and your predictions will be more accurate. But now you see after 2019, we got sufficient amount of data in the cloud so that the machines can got the huge amount of data so that machine can understand this data and machine can analyze it and they can come up with an accurate answer. That is the reason the post-COVID, this artificial intelligence, you see here after 2019, the whole world is started talking about AI, ML, deep learning, and those type of general purpose technology. Because of this is the reason the data is sufficiently we got it. You see, up to 2019, the researchers they expected some of the things like an autonomous car. You may be knowing autonomous cars like a Tesla will happen only on 2030 they expected because now they released the immediate COVID because of they got sufficient data to process autonomous cars. The same way there is a driverless trucks. The people they expected something will driverless car, driverless trucks, and also there is what you can say that this Vision Pro and without human support. Now you see here we may be talking about Siri, Gemini, and all. So all these type of innovations because of only happen because they got the sufficient data they got it in the cloud. So after this 2018, there is a lot of innovations happening in the AI side and in the artificial intelligence started using in different sectors, including educational part also. You see here, when you talk about artificial intelligence, there are three different type of AI there, just to have a basic idea. There is a narrow AI, there is a general AI, and there is a super AI. So what is the narrow AI means? Whatever we are giving, that instruction only will machine will perform. For example, you may be knowing nowadays some with take an example of the cleaning vacuum cleaner, like the vacuum cleaner robot is there. Just if you tell to clean, like give an instruction, or in a given Alexa there is an instruction, okay, clean our floor, means that robot will go and clean and come back. So that is the only the instruction will do it. So at a time only one task will perform and will come back. That is called the narrow AI. But the same time there is a general AI there. General AI means the same like a human being. It's an whatever the human we can do, the same thing the machine also can perform at a time more than one task. The human being we may be doing at a time more than one task we can do it. So that's depending on the situation, depending on the challenges. You see nowadays, I told you the car, driverless car and all. Depending on the traffic, it will move. And also there is an, for example, you see here our Google Map and all, Gmap is automatically depending on the situation based analyze and changing the scenarios. So at a time more than one task will understanding the situations, understanding the the situation, it will adapt it and then make it in a different multitask they can perform by the general AI. But in the case of super AI, you see here the super AI, now we can talk about this Vision Pro and all by using augmented reality or virtual reality. Something we can, the human, more than the human intelligence, so what we expected more than that, the machine can do. You see here, Sophia, or you may be knowing about the Sophia, or when you play with chess and all, nowadays the machines, they will winning the chess game and all, because they have a super intelligence power is there. So some of the complex problem, or when you want to make a critical decisions, the machines, they can make better decisions than the human being. That is called the super AI. These are the three very important type of AIs, in normal we categorize. And again, we be classifying when you talk about the artificial intelligence. I told you the machine learning is a very important part. When you talk about the algorithmic side or an analysis side of AI, you may be having a three different type of the learning techniques is there. So one is called the supervised learning, and second learning method is called the unsupervised learning, and third one is called the reinforcement learning. Why I'm talking this is the way in education also the AI will impact, so that we should know about this type of three different type of AI learning techniques. So what is this supervised learning, and what is this unsupervised, and what is the reinforcement learning? All these three algorithms we use in machine learning. Whenever you want to give some instruction to the machine, we may be using this type of type of learning method. We need to give a training to the machine how we can depending on the computer, we have to give different type of algorithm, whether we need to work with a supervised or unsupervised or a reinforcement learning. And just to give you an example with the supervised learning, you see from this example, like while as a teacher we may be teaching in our small kids, like in kindergarten or a play school or a primary school, we will teach children based on our instructions. I'm audible now? You getting any disturbance?
Yes, no, sir, no, sir.
Yes, sir. So see here, normally the supervised learning is depending on the learning based on instructions. So in this picture, you can see that teacher may thought a boy see the dog and picture that the dog and cat is there. There is a tall image and there is a small image. Like that instructions will give to the boy, and whenever the teacher shows there is a picture like this, immediately the student will tell, the child will call it as a dog. But you see, because he may be learning with the instructions, whatever we give, and like a 2 plus 3 equal to 5, like that we learn in our school days. The same way the children are learning, in the same way the machine also be giving an input to the computer. Depending on the instructions, the machine will give an answer. So that is called the supervised learning. You see here, the machine will train like this. There is a training data or an input data will give. The model, the machine model algorithm will be there that will accept it, and then like our Gmail and all, when you get some email, that email will filter it whether it's a spam or it's a not spam. That is the way of supervised learning. The machine will filter, machine will get all the email as an input. After that, there is an algorithm will check. There is some spam email is there, it will go into the spam folder. If it is a not spam means it will come to the inbox. So that is the way the machine model will work. That is called the supervised learning. Training with a learning based on specific instructions. And the second one is called, see the prediction using a training model. Input is, for example, you are giving a cat, and machine will give, when you give a picture of cat and with all the specifications of a cat, the size, cat image, the pattern and all, if you give as an, the model, and then the machine will give an output as it's a cat image. And there is a second type of machine learning is called the unsupervised learning method. In an unsupervised learning, what will happen is learning based on similarity, not with instructions. Like, take an example of Mowgli. You may be knowing when we studied our school days and all, there is an, Balgama Pumbata, and we learned with an Mowgli's story. The Mowgli, he didn't go to the school, but Mowgli was there in the forest and he was learning. He knows all the, animals. He was very friendly with all the animals in the forest, because he started learning all the sound or all the movement of the animal based on some similarity. So the same way, the machine also learning based on the pattern or similarity, that is called the unsupervised learning. Based on size, based on shape of the data, the machine will understand and predict. You see here in an unsupervised learning, you can see in the picture, there is a small dog face with a face. The Mowgli thinks that is a cat, because the similarity, the face similarity, depending on the face similarity, he will predict it. The machine also will take an algorithm with a different pattern, different size, different specifications, and then will analyze it and give, that is learning based on similarity. That is called the unsupervised learning. Before that, there is a third method also we need to discuss. That is called the reinforcement learning. Normally, reinforcement learning means like a rewarding system. Reward system means normally we know when a student, when you are giving an, so when you ask a question to a student, if the student is giving an answer, we will give some chocolate to the student. So like a gaming. So that is called a reward. The same like, we can train the machine also, like a chess game and all. When you get a particular correct answer is there, the machine we will give a reward point. And if the machine is making some fault or a wrong answer, then there is a minus point will be there. So that is the way the pointing we can give like a plus and minus. That is called the reinforcement learning. These are the three different type of learning methods. I hope all of you got it. One is called the supervised, then unsupervised, and the reinforcement learning. Supervised learning means learning based on the instruction of data. Whatever teacher is giving or a machine is giving the instruction, input is giving, that input will analyze it and give the correct output. In the case of unsupervised learning, what will happen? There is a similarity will be there. Those similarity of the data will identified and you will get an output. And the reinforcement learning, what will happen? You will get a lot of rewarding systems, like a reward pointing, like a gaming. When the machine is giving a correct answer, you will get some extra point. If the machine is making some mistakes, you will get a negative point. That is the way the machine is trained, then it is called the reinforcement learning. This is a very popular WhatsApp messages you may be getting, the importance of AI. The Amazons needs to calm down, and I ordered a ceiling fan from them, and now they keep showing me ads for prop and chair. You see how the machine is analyzing. For example, when we know the audience, some of you guys already may be seeing the effect of AI and ML. The machine will analyze the people who were the user in which state, the maximum suicidal cases happening in Kerala, the last few years of research shows. And the Amazon also the machine will analyze depending on the user, the different type of users, and giving the prediction like this. When a person is ordering ceiling fan, is getting immediately the Amazon is pop up with whether you need to get a rope and chair. This is the way the machine is giving a notification. You may be knowing about the same way AI, how it will impact our day-to-day activities. For example, you are watching a particular movie in Amazon Prime or a Netflix. You want to watch a particular movie in Amazon Prime or a Netflix. Today you may be just, or YouTube. Take an example of YouTube. You may be watching a particular YouTube with some classic movie or action movie. Today you are watching an action movie, and after 3 days again, if you take it an Amazon Prime or a Netflix, automatically the same type of Amazon movies it will pop up. Like the same pattern of the new release of action movies, it will pop up. The reason is the mission is analyze the people, the interest, your interest area. Depending on that, the mission will pop up. The same way, some of the, for example, you want to order some item from Amazon. You want to order something, new product in Amazon. When you are ordering a particular item in Amazon today, and after 5 days again, you take in Amazon to order another product, whatever you order in the previous history will be there, and mission will pop up the same type of product is there, and what is the comparison also. These are the different products is available in different supermarkets and hypermarkets, and this will be the best price you can get it in the particular shop. That is the way the mission is, understanding the different type of people scenarios and giving the predictions. But that is the overview about artificial intelligence and how these AIs are impacted in our human life and human beings. Now, just we talk about the AI in education sector. The AI in education sectors, when you talk about in education, so it's having a huge impact is there now. Artificial intelligence, when you use an AI, as a teacher or a student, we can a lot of time we can save, we can avoid a lot of rework. When you talk about these two things is very important. Whenever you are taking our day-to-day activities, one of the two important things is we want to avoid our rework. Some of the work, if you are repeating, then we may be knowing a lot of administrative tasks, the same type of tasks we may be doing many times. But when you are using this artificial intelligence, you can avoid those type of repetitive work, as well as some of the personalized learning methods we can use it. As a teacher, as an academician or a faculty, one of the things is not only the teacher teaching to the students, we need to be a mentor also. We need to be a good mentor to the students. As a mentor means we need to know about particular student, whatever their area of interest, what is their skill set and all, depending on the skill set, they need to mold it with a good human being. You see here now, in the industries also, as and we know, the industries, when you talk about our the new education system, more than the hard skills, the people they need the focusing about the soft skills. So when don't look at only the grade, if you are getting the grade, you cannot success in the future. Through the grade, you need to get some other skills also. As a teacher, we need to identify, each and every student, whatever their skill set, what are their area of interest. Depending on that, they can give a proper mentoring and molding. Then they can come up with a very good, result. So that is the way, by the support of, there are some of the AI assisted tools, they can create and personalized learning experiences that adapt to each student individual needs and abilities. So each and every student skill set and ability we can give. For example, in US and all, just want to give us a case study scenarios. In US, some of the schools, they already incorporated with some of the AI assisted tools. When your student is joining a particular school, that time itself, there is an AI manager will be there. His role will be putting in all this information. Particular student is joined, all the record, they will keep it in that particular tool. So once the record is there, the tool will analyze, the tool will analyze the ABC, the student ABC or student Rahul. He is having these many skill sets is there. And each and every month, how he is improving and what are the growth, everything will give it in a visualized way. The continuous improvement of the students we can show in a reported format. Through that teachers also will get the report, as well as the administration also is getting, and parents also will get the same report. See, by an assisted with a AI-based assisting tool, it is impacted a lot. See, we as a teacher, normally we will delivering in our subject. But apart from this subject delivery, we need to know about what the students' skill set. Now, the industries also, they are looking for more than the grades. They are looking for this type of skill set, or they need to get a lot of soft skills is required. So personalized learning approaches through that, by the assistance of AI, it is helping a lot. Each and every student likes and dislikes, the AI will analyze it, and the machine will analyze it, and machine will give, these are the areas you can explore, and these are the courses you can study in this month, and they will suggest some of the Coursera courses or, the LinkedIn courses. There are so many, the content or e-learning platforms are available. Through that, the machine itself will analyze it. These are the particular skill set students. You can go with these courses. Through that, they can learn and they can upskill their knowledge. And also, there is another important thing is the virtual teaching assistant. You see here now, there are some institutions, they already replaced with a teacher. For example, you see here now, I am teaching here from Cochin, and I'm delivering a session. The audience are situated in different places in Kerala as well as in Tamil Nadu. And see, I can tell you after 2 or 3 years, the same type of FDP to an institution is conducting. And no need for me, instead of my avatar will be there, my persona will be there, so that the persona will deliver the lectures. I can put it in my avatar, and I can create a virtual room, so that the avatar will deliver the exact 7 o'clock. My avatar will come and deliver the lecture. In some of the in education institutions, they already started delivering some of the courses. The content, everything they will give to the robotic. Robot itself, they are inputting all the course material. Robot will come and deliver all the classes and for the students. So that is the way the virtual teaching assistants. So through that, there is now you may be knowing about different type of tools also there, like in Teams. There is an like we already moved into the different Mentally and all. Mentally, maybe you may have heard about Mentally and all. We can do conducting online quiz tools. The conducting exam also. The people may be in a different places and they can conduct exams. And and also some of the administrative tasks we can do it in a virtual way, virtual environment. The people they can now the whole world is talking about online to online mode, offline mode into the offline. You see, after the post-COVID, the people started talking about the hybrid and offline mode or an online mode of approaches. The people, some of the industries still they are practicing with these hybrid approaches. The reason is like the same way the education sectors also they started using with the executive program. So they are running with a hybrid approach. The no need to come in a particular classroom. The people can situated in a different places. So the exact time there is the people will come in a particular classrooms, and the person or avatar will be there and we deliver the sessions, and it will be more engaging way you can deliver the classes. And there is another important thing is called the intelligent tutoring systems. By using an artificial intelligence, we can create an intelligent tutoring system that provide each and every individual support of the students based on their learning progress. For example, you see here, normally our academic institutions, we may be doing, after finishing one semester, after the result comes, we will call the students, we will identify why the students fail and all. Because if you have a assisting system is there, after the first internal test itself, the machine will give, okay, this student having this much mark and he having a lot of capability, but he is getting only less mark in the particular subject. Immediately it will give a notification message in their parents' mobile as well as the teacher mobile. So through that, you can take it immediate, plan B options, how the students can assist and what are the different way you can mold the students to give some extra tutoring to come up with students to get motivated and they can come up with a good result. So by using an AI-assisted systems, the intelligent tutoring also is possible. And some of the examples for AI tools used in the classroom, when you talk about nowadays with VR and AR, the virtual reality and augmented reality and all. See, there is a huge drastic change is happening in these, like maybe some of you guys already may be seeing, the people started in US, not only in India also, you may be knowing the 2 weeks back, there is a Mammootty also keeping the Vision Pro. And by using a Vision Pro, when you keep it in a Vision Pro 1, you can see there is, by the support of AR and VR, everything will come in front of you. So that will give an immersive simulation for practical learning experiences. Whatever we are just as a teacher, or student, or as a teacher, what we want to learn, what you are expecting in your mind, or what you are talking, the same thing will come in front of you by the support of AR and VR. And also there is another important AI tool. The world is, we are talking about a chatbot, the chatbot and all. There is a chatbot is happening, when you want to give some queries or a support, the people they want to give 24/7 for academic institutions, especially for the admission time and all. The people may be located in different places. They have a lot of queries and all. So it is very difficult to give answer in a human support. Instead of that, you can give a chatbot. The same way in a US learning management system also, if you're integrating with a chatbot, the students, they can give anytime they can have a discussion with the teacher as well as the students. And also there are some, by using machine learning, there is an adaptive learning algorithm to personalize some of the education, some learning adaptive methods. Through that, some of the engaging way of teaching methods is there. Through that, like we are going to discuss some of the tools, how we can engage by using to enhance our educational sectors part by the support of machine learning. And using these AI tools is personalized learning, enhances our personalized learning, especially in analytical side. Because when you have an AI artificial intelligence there, our predictions and forecasting of data will be more accurate, because the AI will always predict and forecast our data, and also will give a proper adaptive feedback. And content creation is also very huge. When you are using AI, you can create a lot of huge content by the support of the AI part. And that will enhance our personalized learning. As a person, when you want to learn something, you have a proper analysis. By machine is analyzing our likes and dislikes, and the machine is giving a correct feedback. Okay, each and every month how the progress is there, and also machine is giving a content creation. You may be knowing nowadays using a chat GPT, how the content is created by the support of chat GPT. And that is the way the machine is supporting. See, here in AI is used in different sectors. I'm not going to discuss in the healthcare area, transportation sectors. AI is used in financial sectors. Now you see in banking, almost all the banks, they are changing into the digital way of mode. And, they are using with AI-based supporting systems. Like they are also, most of the SBI, Federal Bank, Axis Bank, all these banks, they are using chatbot and all. Whenever you have any 24/7, the bank will give assisting with the support to the customers by the support of AI. And a lot of things, whenever any password, if you are giving a wrong, immediately you are getting a notification by the support of AI. And the HR side, especially in law, lost sectors is an AI's impact is very huge. And now you maybe 1 month back, in Supreme Court also signed an agreement. Our Supreme Court also signed with IIT Madras with a very huge project they are doing. And all these, they are old law and all, they are keeping as in database, and they are collecting all the data by the support of AI. Immediate, this result will give. If you are an AI-based system support in front of a judge is there, a particular case is running, so the AI will analyze those type of cases. Any verdict happened in the past few years back in any of the other states, the machine AI assisted system will analyze and give, okay, this same type of case is happening in Madhya Pradesh, and this was the verdict result. So that the judge will get an immediate analysis result in front of his screen, so that within an 24 hours itself they can make an conclusion. But now what happened when a case comes to the court, it may be having a huge years and months we need to wait. So that is the way the impact is happening in law sectors in the artificial intelligence, just for understanding in a different sectors. But now I just want to go with some of the skills that are also required in the age of AI. The students and teachers, we need to have a creativity is very important. Critical thinking, we need to, the mission also will think the same, like some of the soft skills we need to give to the children to get don't think in one narrow way, they need to think it in a different angle. And the emotional intelligence is one of the very important parts in the 21st century. In this age of AI, the children as well as the teachers, we need to have this skill. We, the human being, we are an emotionally weak, but we need to know the situations ways, how the reacting part, depending on the situation, how the machine also will react it. Like some of now the super AI will having some of the emotions, also learning and giving proper results. And in the personal communication skills, active learning, I already mentioned about adaptability, tech savviness and all. And apart from this, you need to have a data knowledge and the digital and prompting skill. This is also one of the very important skill in this current scenario. When you want to learn something in this AI world, you need to know about the prompting knowledge. The prompting knowledge like ChatGPT or a Bard or software or Gemini or these type of tools when you want to use it by using OpenAI. See here, if you know the correct prompt, if you give a correct prompt, then only you'll get the correct result. So the teacher as well as the students, we need to know how we want to give a correct prompt. If you're giving a correct prompt and input, the machine will analyze it and machine will give a correct result. That is the way the machine will analyze and responding to these changes. Just want to give you some example of some of the tools, how it will impact in our educational sectors. Some of you have already maybe go through some of the tools. These are some of the very popular tools used in the education sector nowadays. One of the very popular tool is called the Quillboard. I will just show you how the Quillboard is used in education part. I'll just share the screen. I hope all of you can see the screen now.
Yes, sir. It is
Yeah.
visible.
Yes. I'll just show you in a live way of how this tool will work. One or two tools also I can just show as a demo part, how these tools we can use it in our day-to-day teaching and as well as the academic part. Can you see the screen? Are you able to
Yes,
see the
sir.
screen now? See, this is a Quillboard. There is one of the AI-based applications. This is a very important tool. We can use it for academic purpose. I'll just show you some of the. This is also there is a professional version as well as a free version. Now I'm using a free version so that all of you can try in your home after finishing this session also. You see here, for example, I'm just creating a new project, and I'm creating a blank project here. See, I just want to put it on paragraph. I'm just getting one paragraph about from Google, just typing importance of AI in education. I hope all of you can see the screen.
Yes, sir.
I'm just, yes. So see here, I'm just taking one paragraph from internet. Just for a sample, I will show you how this tool will work. I'm just copying this paragraph. This paragraph I'm copying, I'm just putting here in the Quillboard. See this paragraph, I just put it. And you see here, this is an importance of AI in education. Just I got it some instruction from, from Google. Now I want to build from here. You see here, there is an, generate from this paragraph, I can add, I can create a lot of ideas by the support of AI. See here, I'm just clicking here this right icon and I'm putting is generate ideas. What happening you see here, the machine will generate new points. See here, automatically it will read this paragraph and giving more insight into that paragraph. See this, the impact of AI in various industries such as healthcare, finance, ethical consideration, how the advancement of AI in shaping. I just again want to add some more points, again go to this and generate ideas. See, the AI will analyze your paragraph and giving. So this is the mission. It is a lot of time as a teaching fraternity and research side we can save by using this. And also there is another important, just taking a simple example, it's a free tool so that all of you can use it as our day-to-day activities. And also, for example, I want to start a new paragraph here start a new paragraph, just want to put it something new. See here, Quillboard. This has considered as a new paragraph. And I just want to accept this paragraph coming with the continuation of this one. See, only I copied one paragraph, I can create with 5 to 10 pages by the support of ML. Depending on that, the machine will build, the content will analyze and building by the support of Quillboard. And also apart from this, there is another feature also there for, the paraphraser part. I'll just show you the paraphrasing side here. I'm just copying this, the paragraph here. Whatever copied paragraph from internet, I just copy here. And here you can see here, some of the features will get only the, professional version, but the free versions are also there. Just I'm clicking, paraphrase, automatic, this paragraph will be paraphrased and will get a result. Because of this, the internet is there. It's showing how many words is there in the paragraph. And also this paragraph will be paraphrased and you will get an answer. See, can you see this output now? See, this paragraph is paraphrased like this. See, the artificial intelligence is a branch of science producing. After paraphrasing, the paragraph we got like this by the support of AI. And the same way, I can reduce this anonymous lot. You want to change the full paragraph. I want to change it means you can enhance here. Only just change this button. You can reducing the paraphrasing part with the similarity of the previous paragraph with the new paragraph. The same way, for example, I'm just increasing this bar. The text paraphrasing will be increased like this. This paragraph is completely changing in a different angle, but the meaning will be the same. That's why we saw that the semantic will be the same, only the structure will change. So that's the way we can make it. When you are writing any of the academic writing, you want to make a lot of document, or we want to write an email, or we want to write a letter, or we want to write a particular question. You can just want to make it a content, put it here, and do a paraphrase like this. And that is one of the very important tool. This is a popular AI tool used in education sector to making the content generation part. You can generate AI using generate AI, the ideas you can generate it. The same way you can do the paraphrasing, the grammar checking and all, you can make it the same using this tool. And another tool I just want to show you, the Grammarly, you may be using Grammarly part also, just show you Grammarly. Just created a canvas. I hope all of you can see the screens, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is a Grammarly. You may be knowing this Grammarly is also one of the very popular tool to check our grammar checking and all. But now Grammarly also incorporated with the AI into that tool, and they're having a lot of features. This is also it's an some of the free versions is there, a free tool only, so that you can also using if you are giving a Grammarly.com, and when you are giving a particular paragraph, I'm just keeping here. See these AI powered education technology and composers, and you see here through that you can generate. See this Grammarly app will create a generate AI. For example, you can you want to improve this paragraph in different angle, you can improve it. See, just improving this paragraph like this. Automatically, the machine will improve it. By using AI, the paragraph is changing in a different angle. So you want to insert in a particular keyword, or you want to shorten this paragraph. I want to just make it in a 2-line or 3-line. That is also you can make it. See the shorten of this paragraph, like an abstract format. Everything you can make it within a 2 seconds, just to have a click. And that is the use of a Grammarly app. Nowadays the Grammarly also is incorporated with AI. That's as an academic purposes, we can use this Grammarly.ai in a lot of different purposes. When you want to write something, when you want to write an assignment or an essay questions, we want to check it the correct, the grammar, the clarity, the engagement, delivery, all those things by the support of Grammarly applications, we will get a clear idea. And there is another application I just want to show you with the AI-based tool. It's called Gamma.ai. See, this Gamma.ai is a very important tool using for teachers, especially the teachers. We can use it, this Gamma AI. For example, I'm just creating a new one. This is one of the popular AI tool used for presentations. As a teacher, we want to make a presentation. We want to make an content or a presentation to the students, or when you want to make it a particular presentation to the audience. For that, now you can make a presentation within 5 to 10 minutes. No need to spend a lot of time. What you need to do is just go with a type in Google Gamma.ai or a Gamma.app. This is also a free version. Just click it as this generate popular one. I'm using this. I'll just show you how to create a presentation here. And this is a presentation mode. I'm creating this on describing what you would like to make it. For example, I'm just creating a presentation for a role of AI in education. Role of AI in education. I'm just giving only this. You see here, within a second, the mission, the support AI is creating the bullet point with outline. See, the slides points will come like this. Introduction to AI in education, benefits of using AI in education, AI powered opportunity in education. See, all this agenda will be already there. You want to add something or you want to delete something, that is also possible. And if it is okay with all this point, what you can do, you can go and create here. See here, once you click this next button, what will happen? You see, there is a theme will show. You can select what type of PowerPoint theme you want to make it. For example, I want to make this theme. I want to create it in my PowerPoint presentation. I'm just creating this as my theme. And then you see here, after that, I'm clicking a generate button. When I'm clicking generate button, your presentation is ready now. See, within 2 to 3 seconds, your presentation by using AI will create it. You see here how the presentation will come. I hope all of you can see the screen.
Yes, sir, it is visible.
See, the mission will get a topic with introduction to AI in education. How see the AI is creating and presentation with this topic. See the first topic with my name, then second slide, the benefit of using AI in education, everything, the mission itself is getting and making a presentation. There's a tool is called the Gamma.ai. As an academic fraternity, this is one of the very important AI tool. We can use it for our day-to-day purpose. See, the PowerPoint itself is creating, the machine is creating this. Through that, directly you can present. If you click it to present, the presentation will come automatically. The presentation, the machine is create a PowerPoint, and through that this mode itself you can present it. For example, you want to share this as a PDF or a PPT format, that is also possible. This button, if you click it, you can put it as and share as a PDF or a PPT way. Like this, you can share whoever they want to share. You can just give your email addresses and all. So that is the way this gamma.ai will work. I hope all of you got an idea about how these tools will use. And also, I just want to give you one more tool. Is it clear now, these tools?
Yes, sir.
Still the machine is making a presentation. I just want to stop making the presentations now here, you see. Just stopping with this here.
Yes, sir, it's clear.
Yeah. There is another important tools used for our education sectors or research side. It's called as SciSpace. SciSpace is also one of the AI-based tool. For example, I'm just taking from here. This is a SciSpace one. When you click it, SciSpace in Google, you will get like a typeset.io like this. I will just show you how to get it SciSpace. Here, SciSpace, if you are giving SciSpace AI, when you give it in Google search, you may be getting a window like this. Sorry, first one itself, we can take it that is a PDF one. Yeah, you will get a window like this. For example, I can get it from the home tab here. See here the home tab. Just I'm clicking from this one. See here, 1 minute. This taking time because of the internet flow. I hope all of you can see the screen.
Yes, sir.
Just extracting a data from my PDF file. For example, just clicking here. For example, I'm putting a particular PDF file I'm putting. I'll show you how this SciSpace will help for the academic purpose. This is one of my research paper. I'm just showing one PDF file I'm uploading. See here, the options are there. From this, I'm just uploaded one research article in this, SciSpace tool. And I'm just clicking all these options. If you don't want this, you can unclick out, you can take it out this one. If you click it, all these things will show. And after that, I'm just extracting the data. If I click here, see there, the mission by the support of AI, you see here now what happening. See, the machine is analyzing my research page, this article PDF file. And after that, the machine will give the conclusion, machine will give the abstract of this paper. See, the conclusion of this paper will get it like this. And also the summarized abstract you are getting like this. See what you want more than, for example, you may be taking, 3 hours or 4 hours to read a particular paper. Now just to give it a paper and as a PDF format, that machine, by the support of AI, how you want only the abstract, or you want only the methodology of that paper, or you want only the conclusion, you just get it within a second like this by the support of SciSpace. Like for example, see the conclusion of the paper I'm getting like only just upload with your PDF file. So that is called the SciSpace app. There are this same way there is many other tools. There is another tool also there. I can just show you. There is a tool called SciSpace. We already explained. Canva. Canva.com is one of the very popular a presentation tool nowadays. Our students they are making for a presentation. Now they are not using with the PPT and all. PowerPoint with Microsoft PowerPoint. Instead of that, they can create a very nice PowerPoint presentation using Canva. So that is also, it's a free tool, a lot of templates. It's an 3D way or a 4D way. You can use a presentation by using a Canva like this. And just I want to show you there is another tool also used here. Um, this one, oris.ai. In oris.ai means this one. And just to show you how it is, you need to, if you are recording a particular voice message, if you click a particular voice message and inputting the message into this application, the system will recognize your things. See the upload your voice file. That mission AI-based system will translate your voice into the text format. For example, as a teacher, sometimes we may be doing some questionnaire, or sometimes we may be doing some interview with different people. After conducting an interview, you want to convert this interview into an the questionnaire format or a text format. How we can transform is just to use it oris.ai, just to give your voice file and click it, translate this file into the which language, English or Malayalam or Hindi, or you can select a particular language. If you click it, automatically it will be translated from voice into the text format. These are some of the AI-based tools, very popular AI-based tools in educational structures. Some of the tools I just already mentioned here, how it is used, Quillbot, Grammarly, Gamma, SciSpace, then ChatGPT and Bard. Already you may be using, that's the reason I'm just not going to discuss detail. ChatGPT is very popular. The children, they started writing assignments and all using in a ChatGPT. But now using tool, we can identify, but some of the AI tool will identify whether the student is using ChatGPT or also. Like a SciSpace and all, it will be clearly identified. When you use a PDF file, if you upload it, SciSpace will give whether the file is from ChatGPT or whether the file is from Bard. That how much percentage of similarity is there from the ChatGPT and all. That also will get the result also by the support of AI-based tools. Some of the tools used in the educational sectors. And just want to tell you the conclusion about these sessions, as in, a lot of just some of the things we discuss as part of these things. Now we need to, as an academic fraternity, we need to move, or we need to have a mindset to make this digital mode of change into the teaching part, and especially how we can teach it in a engaging way of the students, using some, the technological aspects we can integrate it into our teaching. Then the children will be more interactive and more engaged. So that as a teacher's fraternity, we need to, first of all, I just want to tell you, we need to have a mindset to accept this change, and we need to understand what is this artificial intelligence and how this AI is impacting our society. And you see here nowadays, by the support of artificial intelligence, they can make a whole movie. They can make a whole movie and all. And also, it's there is an Sarah.ai. There is another AI. Recently, just 1 month back, is introduced. There is a robot. The new robot is there. Only for 20 Indian rupees, when you converted it, it's 22 lakh rupees. If you buy 22 lakh rupees on robot and keep it in your home, and if you train all the activities, whatever we are doing in our home, only once if you give the training to the robot, each and every day the robot will replicate the same thing. For example, morning, normally what we'll do, we will walk up in the early morning, we will the curtains we will move, balcony door we will open it. So each and every instructions we should give the training to the robot. And after that, we make a coffee or a tea. So then after making coffee, we will have a breakfast. So we should tell the robotic how to make a idli. So that only just to give the ingredients, these are the things. The robot will make a clear-cut dosha and idli. And exact 8 o'clock time, you will get your breakfast. So that is the way the human being, if you want, we can replace the human being into the machine. But now the industry 5.0 is telling we can collaborate with the human beings with the machine. So the same way in education sectors also, we can use this AI and we can use this technology. Through that, the teacher as well as the students, as well as the parents, as well as the industries, we can have a collaborative way. We can adopt with these changes and we can come up with a new world of education part. So that is very important, especially new education policies also giving a lot of importance to the AI in all the different sectors in commerce or in physics side or in chemistry or in the healthcare area or in law students. Everywhere now AI is there. so that as a teachers, we need to see how we can use this technology in our educational part. That is about, I just want to tell you about during these discussions. If you have any questions regarding this session, please.
Dear participants, the session is open for discussion. You can ask if there is any queries or doubts, if any. Thank you, sir. The session was great indeed, with your good sense of humor, with your simple examples of Mowgli and Amazon. We could relate the subject with great ease. And definitely, your energy kept the session so live. Thank you, sir, once again. We respect your dedication. There is so much to learn when it comes to communicating your thoughts in a professional way. Thank you so much, sir. Now, to express the gratitude, I invite Ms. Sabita R., Assistant Professor of PG Department of Commerce. Ma'am, please.
Pleasant evening to all. It's my privilege to extend my sincere thanks to the esteemed resource person, Dr. Smiju Ellis, for giving us his insightful expertise on the topic, role of AI tools in teaching. Sir has shared his knowledge on different AI tools and the practical applications which teaching fraternity can implement in their teaching practice. We appreciate your time, knowledge, valuable contributions to our professional development. Thank you, sir. Next, I thank the Director, Reverend Dr. Matthew George Varial, for his unwavering support and guidance. Thank you, Father. Next, I express my sincere gratitude to the Assistant Director, Dr. Linu Emati, for delivering an impactful official message. Thank you, Father. Next, I thank the Principal, Dr. Tammy Anthony, for his continued support and encouragement. Next, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to the Vice Principal of your college, Reverend Dr. Joseph Polikal Kunal, for his unwavering support in enhancing the professional growth of our faculty members. Next, I thank Ms. Shailata Menon, IQAC Coordinator EMS, for rendering support for the FDP program. Next, I extend my gratitude to the members of Kerala State Higher Education Council for their pivotal role and support for this program. Next, I express my sincere thanks to the Head of the Department of Commerce, Dr. Matilda Dani, for her leadership, guidance, and commitment to the professional development, which has been instrumental in the success of the program. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Next, I thank Mr. Anil Kumar, Assistant Professor, for his welcome address. Thank you, sir. Next, I thank Ms. Shamli, Assistant Professor, PG Department, who is the Master of Ceremony of today's FDP, whose engaging presence and seamless coordination has enhanced the overall experience. Thank you, ma'am. Next, I extend my heartfelt thanks to all the participants of the FDP whose active involvement, insightful contributions, and eagerness to learn has made this program a success. Once again, thank you all.
Thank you, participants, and good night.
Thank you so much for listening to the sessions. I hope all of you got some value time and valuable information in these sessions, and try to use these tools when you get a time. Thank you so much. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.